Smite 2. For some background into myself, I have around more hours in the original Smite 1. A lot of that was tracked before I switched to the Steam version of the game versus their standalone launcher. I played the main game mode of Smite the most, and over half my total hours in Smite have been put into the rugged game modes. I have been a hardcore Smite gamer since Smite closed beta, so it might be before biased toward leaking Smite gameplay than most. Up until this patch I was a Smite 2 doomer because I thought it could possibly fix the game enough for a more release. For a Smite player who loves Smite and was somewhat good at it at one point, Smite 2 has a total and complete course correct from where you months ago. During the limited once weekend test we were getting the game felt like absolute dog water. Each god played like crap, the item system was boring and the god roster was extremely boring, simple god that felt like the easiest one to transfer over. I could barely play it on my PC because the performance was so bad. Don't get me wrong, there was some stuff I did like about the new game. I liked the dual scaling system of strength with intelligence that shakes up building and adds depth for each god and what items they build. I liked the general idea behind the active item because they allowed more skill expression for players. Overall, participants of the 4 Alpha Weekend tests were extremely negative. In just 1 month since Alpha Weekend Test 4, the devs have absolutely cooked. Almost all the gods in the game feel actually as fun and fluid to play as their Smite 1 counterparts. They readied the component build system to be less overwhelming. They ported over a lot of the favorite fun items from the original game, which make build fun again. They added started item mech and gave their own slot so we can have 7 slot builds for the first time in Smite history. They completely readied the art style of the conquest map to look more stylized like Smite 1 and not like a baby first Unreal 5 test demo. It's looking amazing now. Edit optimization patch that has heavily increased performance for most systems, making it somewhat playable for me. What they have done to this game made it night and day difference to what came before. When I played this patch, I felt like for the first time I am playing Smite, or better. This game is the future of Smite and I am excited to see where it goes from here. But I'm sure as you reading this review you're probably thinking I've forgotten to mention something. Well, it would have been Smite 2 Steam review without mentioning Legacy Gem and the new currents diamonds. So here we go. On the launch announcement of Smite 2 at the Smite Season X World Championship, we were told that the multi-generation leap from Unreal 3 to Unreal 5 means that they could not feasible port towards every single skin for Smite 1, because the effort for each skin will have to be completely remade. Yeah, that's pretty reasonable. The graphics in Smite 2 are much higher quality than in Smite 1. If people were talking around with skin with a half the poly count, the normal people will definitely get the wrong idea watching from a distance. To mitigate this, they announced the Legacy Gem system. For every gem you spend in Smite 1, you would receive a Legacy Gem in Smite 2, which could be used for 50% of new Smite 2 content or 100% of skins that were ported over from Smite 1. People who boost the Smite 2 Founders Edition of any tier would receive the double Legacy Gems. There was no deception, there was no lying, there was no slap in the face or whatever these clones are saying in the more brain-dead reviews. This is how it was always supposed to be. I watched it live and they explained it so many times in their stream marketing videos that I generally don't know how many people got the wrong idea. I mean, it's not like they were trying to hide it or anything. They were always forthcoming about Legacy Gem from the start. Diamonds are the new premium currency in Smite 2. There is a new gem. There were some adjustments done to the pricing of cosmetics and the amount of diamonds had to get per pack. Their entire reasoning for this was made in a giant post on the Smite subreddit. You can look up it, but the TLDR was that in Smite 1 it was worth it to buy anything but the $100 pack of gem. There is so much inflation here that even with the Founders pack, you still don't have full purchasing power for your gems spent in Smite 1. Overall, I'm happy we're getting something for the money we spent in Smite 1, but I wish it's scaled correctly so we really did have the same purchasing power. I believe Smite 2 is a good game in its current state. Sure, the matchmaking is bugged and of course a lot of the premium lobby stuff is temporary, but of course it is. Thank you for watching guys and hope you see you later my friends. Goodbye.